Welcome aboard, passengers. Mega Sim here. How are you doing? Hopefully you are doing well. It's a bit late. What is it? It's 11:30 here. I've been out all day. Had a good weekend in York. Well, I say in York. Monday we were in York. But yeah, had a nice time with the family also today. But yeah, the roadmap is out. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a few things tonight. We're going to look at the roadmap. We're going to look at the teaser video. We're going to pick our winner for our Riviera line on Train Simulator. We're going to pick that tonight. And also, I didn't do a vlog for York, but I want to show you a really cool video. So the next time you're in York, you do this, okay? Because it's really cool. Anyway, let's get started. The roadmap may update. So this roadmap is a bit of a monster. Providing updates on and some screenshots, Spirit of Steam, Bakerloo timetable improvements, the DBBR 187, and Creators Club logo decals. We also feature updates on some media subjects such as save game, Xbox audio, console betas, and red light issues. I know that they were live earlier. I never got to watch it because I was out. So I don't know what they mention on there. But if there are any things that I've missed or anything you want to add, just put it in the comments down below. So what has changed this month? Well, Dovetail are focusing on fine-tuning Spirit of Steam and the core game improvements. They've also added a new US route to the roadmap. Full details will come in future articles as it is in very early stages of development. The general route announced last month is also in early stages, so they have not provided any additional information at this stage, so it's still called German route. They've also added a new entry to the preservation cruise list, which is Bakerloo timetable improvements. So as mentioned in the roadmap stream last month, after Spirit of Steam has been released, they want to take some time to review the high profile issues they've seen reported by the community, some of which I discussed below, and release the remaining preservation crew updates. So the roadmap for the next couple of months is unlikely to move significantly in terms of DTG releases. So we kind of I'm dropping something here. I'm dropping a bit of my pen. Anyway, so we've noticed here that we aren't going to get any preservation crew updates until after Spirit of Steam comes out. After it's been released, we will then do the issues and release the remaining preservation crew updates. So Spirit of Steam is the next release. Will it be this month? I hope so. So Spirit of Steam is progressing nicely, and we wanted to share some screenshots with you. Okay, DCG. As well as an exclusive teaser video. Do you know what? Let's have a look at that teaser video. Let's go to that. Let's go to that. Oh, yes. That looks pretty decent indeed. Not sure if it's going to be muted, so I did have the audio on this recording, but we might not have it. If that audio comes across some copyright, they may ask me to remove it. So, sorry, anyway. So, a quick word from Matt Pedalston. So the work continues on the steam locomotives, with much of the effort now continuing to refine the steam physics simulation itself, along with particles and audio. He is happy to report that the route is now looking fantastic, and it's really quite something navigating through Edge Hill Yard or crossing the viaduct into Runcorn. The team is still extremely busy with the last stages of development, and it's coming together nicely. So there's one picture there. Oh, look at that. Looks gorgeous. That is nice, isn't it? Come on. Come on, guys. This is going to be a good route. Capturing the feel of the bygone era of steam extends beyond the detailed locos and rolling stock. The team has put many hours into recreating some of the most aesthetically pleasing period railway buildings and architecture, and you can see it feels like taking a step back in time. Look at that. So I was at York yesterday and I got to see some of these footplates, these cabs, and oh, it's so good to see it. And look, the teapot there. There was one like that on the Mallard. That looks good. I love it. Much of your time will be spent at the helm of these wonderful locomotives. As such, modelling the details and features of the cab had to be flawless. This highly detailed and feature-rich environment is so true to the real thing, it's even got the driver's flask gradually warming over the firebox. There we go. Recreating the route as it was in 1958 introduces steam locomotives in their twilight years. Dirty, weathered locos are synonymous with this era. So, they were keen to make this a focal point when adding the finishing touches to each loco. A polite nod to the sad decline of British steam. So, here we go. Finishing touches, weathered, dirty. They better be dirty, because you know what we're like. Bakerloo line, that was not dirty enough. They better be dirty. Especially with all the coal and the steam. It's going to be filthy. Anyway, at full steam, the Jubilee thunders past some of the many signals and signal gantries you will encounter along the route, with an interesting mix of colour, light and traditional semaphore signals. The signalling team worked tirelessly to recreate this era of gradually adapting signalling methods. Find out more about those routes here. So look at that. I can't wait to hear this properly, a proper sound, of these steam trains. The whistle, the steam, the movement, just everything. You get that. No, I'm trying to think of the word. As it kind of cranks along. Oh yeah, it's going to be good. Disclaimer: as the images say, they are all work in progress and the development continues. So some people may say there's not enough steam there, but it's a work in progress. So there are some extra links here if you want to take a look at that. I will put a link to the article in the comments, in the description. So over the coming weeks, so hopefully it might not be May, it might be June. It's saying weeks. We'll provide you some more details in live streams and articles of the process of adapting audio and simulgraph for steam, discussing steam particles, showing you a short clip of steam in action. Oh, there is a short clip of steam in action in tonight's live stream. I've not seen that. Might have to try and find that. That's cool. Anyway, I like these. They're pretty good. Let's do this one more time. This one, wasn't it? That and that. Nice. Nice. Looking forward to that totally. So, Creators Club logo decals. We promised an update on logos to be added to the Creators Club in the future. Here is the current list of approved logos, and they're aiming to release more. Continue to work with the license partners to unlock future opportunities, so they may be added to a later one. Also, they will be sneaking in a Train Support 2 logo. Of course, we need that. So, Avanti West Coast, Govia, Thameslink, MDV, Network West Midlands, NRM, Flying Scotsman, NRM GWR, Railpool, RHB Ratisha Barn, TFL, which is TFL. Ooh, TFL line. So that's that could be a 314 in the TFL rail colours. That'd be nice. Underground, Overground, Southern. Why is TFL on Southern? I thought that would be Govia. Maybe that's a typo. Up, not the Disney film, Union Pacific, Building America, VTG Rail and VVO, and gap there, maybe there was something that should have been there, then West Midlands Railway. Okay, next, DBR 187. Now that Horseshoe Curve and last week's post-release patch have been released, Skyhook Games will be continuing their work to improve the 187 based on feedback. The initial focus is safety systems, functionality in audio, and addressing audio, which is more complicated further down the line. Nice. No dates, but work is ongoing. Bakerloo timetable improvements. So the preservation crew updates continue to be worked on, with the next batch of releases set to hit around the time Spirit of Steam releases. Excitingly, though, they are adding a new entry into the roadmap, the long-awaited Bakerloo timetable improvements. They needed 4 improvements within the current tool set to make this a reality. Whilst at this point only 3 have been completed, the team have managed to figure out how to do it. So, information will be at a later date, but you can expect to have over 600 playable services to be added to the new timetable. That's a lot. Jason, are you going to do all 600? I bet you will. That's amazing. That's so cool. They'll be close together as well. I like that. I like that a lot. And potentially, you know, with the TFL, you could even do like a TFL colour for the Bakerloo line as well. Anyway, save game. Take some time to talk about the long-standing issue. Save game. Instances where players are unable to proceed with routes after saving their game. Quick summary of the problems and challenges they face in improvement. It's important to note that whilst they don't have any answers at this stage, something they are actively investigating. First up, let's set the scene. Rather than being a singular issue, save game doesn't work, turns out to be a potential multitude of different things. When you save your game, the goal is that all the elements of the game state are saved, such as where all the trains are, where they're going, how fast, what state, and so forth. What's been happening instead is there is an issue with the save restore process for the dispatcher. So it's this dispatcher causing the issue, where trains that restore after you save mid-service are managing to come up with different priorities, different paths, and so forth. This can result in situations no longer working, e.g. the train behind somehow getting a path ahead of the train in front, and now you're unable to complete the said service. They have been investigating for a while the extent of the problem. Initial reviews have found that most of the Train Sim 2 locos tend to restore without issue, but some will load within 1 or 2 issues that manifest rather more significantly. Fixing this has a range of solutions needed. At the easy end of the spectrum, it can be straightforward as ticking a box, but at the other, they need to redo scripting to make the game cope with the resuming partway through and knock-on effects. The nature of those are more complex, risky fixes that touch all the areas of the game is going to involve core changes to resolve and a few things extra on there. Initial investigation is underway, but this is by no means a simple fix. At this stage, they cannot commit to the large-scale improvements. So there is a big problem with the save. Now, I never really save my games, so I don't know. I've never really had that issue. We now have console betas, plural. As part of the ongoing drive to improve the quality of releases, DTG are delighted to report that they have around 20 Xbox players. Interesting. Running a version of the core game that will launch when the Steam release goes out, featuring improvements to touch all routes, and are doing this across a variety of different Xbox devices. Remember, we've got Xbox One and One S, Xbox One X, Xbox Series S, Xbox Series X. They do this to try and mop up any potential issues they may see as changes interact with other routes. So getting the beta testers introduced has worked well, and they're getting great feedback. So here's a big thank you to everyone who volunteered and is participating. So yeah, well done guys. That's really good. Love it. I think that will really help the Xbox because there are a few things that are going on with it. So I think that will really help the Xbox. Just try and push for a sale. As we settle this down and refine the process, they'll begin looking at how they can start testing future add-ons as well. But this is a big step forward already. Just remember, it's just the core that they are testing. So it's exactly the same game, just different core. So no Steam, no future add-ons, nothing like that. It's volunteers looking at testing all of the systems to check that they are all okay. And more volunteers to help will happen soon, hopefully. No progress on PlayStation yet, but they're going to finish the process of getting everything working on Xbox first, then start looking at PlayStation. So priority improvements, we've got the PS5 DLC limit. which has been greenlighted by Sony with the system they have been building, with a mounted add-on. So any one game session, players will only access the content they have chosen to play mount. They've built the route and locus selection side of the tool, as well as livery editor, with the final piece of the jigsaw scenario plan of Creators Club being worked on. They'll be thoroughly tested before release and expect testing to start this month. They've worked with Sony and built this functionality. Quick fixes that could have been implemented, but this is a long-term solution for PS5 players that doesn't impact the gaming experience. So quite a big thing there. Also with Xbox audio, the Jacama sound issue, I get that. Good news is that they're hoping to test the first prototype build of that. To be clear, this doesn't mean that a result fix will be imminent. It's just they got to try this prototype to get the Xbox audio sorted. Jackhammer is where it goes and you have to kind of come out the camera and go away and let it reset, and it's just awful. And I don't know why it's on Xbox, but it is. By this time, they'll have an understanding of what is involved to reflect the changes to wider catalogue and estimated release. And then I guess the guys and girls and, all of them on the Xbox beta will probably have a test of that as well. Also, with dispatch red light issues, there was an update earlier this month targeting issues players were experiencing on the Harlem line. It did fix some services, but some didn't. And then, it's future patches are going to be on there. And returning liveries Xbox, there is a fix in the work for Xbox players who lost access to their created liveries by being able to download them back onto your account, which sounds cool. I like the sound of that. And then performance issues, work continues to spend time after Spirit of Team to focus on those improvements. Anyway, so roadmap. Spirit of Steam, German route, US route. Other releases, we've got the 420 by TSG, which we'll be waiting for. Core features is the licensed brand logos, the PlayStation 5, and the 4 to 5 profile transfer. Miscellaneous are the live rewards, the rush hour passenger system, and the dispatcher. And also the reservation crew. We've got medium, large, tiny updates. This is the one we want, Great Western Express, with the passenger information screens, with the update to the Class 166 to have the screen on the front showing you the destination. I did hear from Jason on Discord that at the moment, from the live stream tonight, Great Western Express, the HSTs will not have livery editor. There is just a lot more work that needs to happen with that, and they're not at the stage of releasing that. So when we do get the update to Great Western, we will not get livery editor. Okay, just wanted to mention that. Removed from the roadmap was Horseshoe Curve. Anyway, that's pretty much it with the update. That is a big roadmap. That is a very big roadmap. I like it though. It is pretty good. Well, what we're going to do now is we're going to go for the random name winner. So if you remember in April, we have Mr. Quicko. He actually donated a free he donated a Riviera in the 50s DLC for Train Simulator, and I'm going to link his YouTube channel in the description below, so thank you, Mr. Quicko, for that. Mr. Quicko Gaming. And yeah, so a few people signed up for it, where you were able to go on the Discord and type in win in the Riviera channel. That ended on the 30th of April. I've got all the potentials here. Now, it was a Train Simulator level, and a lot of people do have it, so it wasn't as big as I thought it could be, because a lot of people have this DLC. But I want to say that, we've got some good people here. Ray, Davin, Aviator Bez Delnick, Pixie Sim, Ralphan22, Small Base, Stephen Lees, TBTS01 Mod Harry, and Katie. So if I just shuffle those names, and it doesn't make any difference because I have to go down to this one. Here, we're going to pick a random winner, and then I'm going to DM them. Okay? You do have until, I'm going to say Thursday the 4th at 23:59. So Thursday night, Friday morning, UK time, to come back to me, and I will give you that DLC key. Anyway, let's pick that random name And the winner is Katie. There we go. Well done, Katie. You have won. You have won today's thing. So yeah, Mr. Quicko, thank you so much for donating that DLC. And Katie, you have won. That's amazing. That's cool. Anyway, thanks guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this roadmap video. And the winner as well. I will DM you, so just reply to that and I can send you the DLC. Just wanted to mention one more thing, which is really cool. So I was at the NRM yesterday, and I went to see, all the trains. I didn't do a video, I didn't do a vlog, because I was with family and stuff like that. But I watched a video on YouTube a couple of years ago, and I totally forgot about it. And then I remembered this time. So when I got there, last week, I watched the video again to check it. Anyway, it's all about the Shinkansen, the bullet train. With Japan, they like turning the seats in the direction of where the train is travelling. And I was thinking, could the bullet train in York do the same? And I watched a video and I see them, and they did it. This is an official NRM video, and I was like, I'm going to try this. So to finish off this video, I'm going to show you a video of myself moving the seat. And I want you to try it when you next go to NRM. Let me know. But no, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos from LaMegaSim. Social media links are in the description below. And I will see you on the next video. But here is myself, Megasim, moving the seats on the Shinkansen. See you later, guys. Bye.
Smile. I know. Cool.